Imagine being trapped in a mental prison where your thoughts are on a never-ending loop of negativity. No matter how hard you try, you can't seem to break free from them. They tell you you're not good enough, that things won't get better, that you'll always be stuck in the same place. It's exhausting, isn't it? What if I told you that this cycle isn't just something random? It's something you've been unknowingly conditioned into. What if I told you that it's possible to stop those thoughts in their tracks, to break free from this invisible chain, and to reclaim control over your mind? Stick with me, because I'm about to reveal the truth behind this destructive pattern and how you can stop it once and for all. Negative thinking can feel like a force of nature, a constant shadow that seems to follow you wherever you go. But here's the thing you need to understand. This negativity is not just an occasional hiccup in your mental landscape. It's an addiction. Yes, you heard that right. Negative thoughts become addictive, just like substances. When you get caught in this spiral, it feels almost impossible to escape because your mind craves it. It feeds you the same thoughts over and over again. You're not good enough. You'll never make it. This will never change. And each time you give in, each time you believe these thoughts, you feed the addiction. This isn't real and it doesn't represent you, so I'll cut you off right there. Here we have your pain body, an idea I hope you fully understand. An internal emotional field known as your pain body thrives on your anguish. Pessimism is its favorite sustenance. Your negative thinking will only become stronger the more you give it fuel. The more you let it in, it's like a shadow that gets bigger. With the passage of time, it gains power and begins to persuade you that these thoughts constitute your reality and identity. But here's the good news. You can put a stop to this. Being alert is the key. Understanding that these ideas do not represent you is the initial stride. Without an emotional investment, they are nothing more than transient ideas. When you come to this realization, you will have taken a significant first step toward liberation. Here, I'd want to paint a mental picture for you. Picture yourself at a riverside, watching a boat go past. An idea is symbolized by the boat. You have no command over the vessel, no need to get caught up in it. It will just drift on past. Embrace the current and go with it. It will lead you to the shore of pessimism and hopelessness. However, if you opt out of getting on board, the boat will merely float away, leaving you firmly planted in tranquility. This is the result of actively resisting the urge to give in to destructive mental patterns. The bad notion, like a boat, goes past and you choose to ignore it. You choose not to participate. You don't resist it, but you also refuse to let it control you. You take note of it, and then you release it. This is the secret of liberation, and it's not complicated at all. Being fully present is the most important thing here. Thoughts will continue to come. It doesn't work that way. However, you have the power to recognize them, and that realization will grant you freedom. The first step in breaking the cycle is realizing that you aren't bound to accept every concept that crosses your head. It is difficult at first. Similar to weeds, these thoughts constantly coming up and attempting to take root in your mind. The words, "you can't do this," and "you've failed before, you'll fail again," will come out of their mouths. What they really want is for you to keep dwelling on your past, caring about the weight of your failures and mistakes. But hear me out, those ideas are completely false. You have a lot of made-up stories running through your head. They aren't grounded in truth. If we worry about something, chances are it won't actually happen. The majority of our anxieties are unfounded. Our belief in them is a result of the many times we have told ourselves these stories. You are under no obligation to continue relating those anecdotes. They are rewritable. At this point, things start to get intriguing. Asking yourself, "Is this true?" will help you challenge negative thoughts and expose their lack of foundation. Does the idea that I'll never succeed actually exist? Tell me how you know. Does the belief that I'm not worthy of love hold any water? These ideas don't matter if you take a step back and challenge them. Then, something magical occurs. You begin to see that your pessimistic outlook isn't an inherent aspect of your character. Rather, it's a transitory state of mind that may be overcome. That being said, it takes time. You can't expect the bad thoughts to just vanish the second you confront them. They'll return time and time again. The good news is that it gets simpler the more you train yourself to be fully present and to recognize these thoughts for what they really are. Their influence over you diminishes, a release from the grasp of the pain body. That addiction to negativity is beginning. Allow me to share with you a resource that has been invaluable to myself and many others on this path. The term for it is the pause. When bad ideas threaten to consume you, when a tempest of emotions looms, take a deep breath and regroup. Relax and inhale deeply. Stay objective and observe the idea, and tell yourself, "This is not my true self." Doing so is the first step in detaching yourself from your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. They are merely ideas. Your mind is not you. It's not you who's hurting. You're the one who brings it to light. Here is where true change takes place. You separate yourself from the pessimism. You begin to reject as unfounded any and all ideas that cross your path. And you begin to live your life in harmony, in the present moment. The truth that you must hear is this: your mind is not an adversary. Their devotion to you is the adversary. Their influence fades the moment you let go of your attachment and disbelief, and that's when you start to feel the ever-present tranquility. There is an alternative to the repetitive cycles of pain. Your mind tells you lies all the time, but you don't have to believe them. Set yourself free. Realizing the ideas aren't yours is the first step. The next thing to do is just ignore them. One thought at a time, you can begin to rewrite your life's tale from that point on. Consequently, the following time you feel yourself becoming caught up in a negative thinking pattern, stop, breathe, and ask yourself, "Is this thought true? Would I benefit from it?" The speed with which you can begin breaking the cycle will astound you. You have always had the power. Now is the moment to regain control. In order to develop as a person and become more present in life, you have made the decision to view this video. This decision is the result of a deeper consciousness. Because of this, I strongly suggest that you subscribe to this channel because we upload new videos on a daily basis, which will allow you to continue your journey of the self-discovery process. When you recognize the significance of this message, please leave a remark with the word "now." Together, let's get this done.